Hi, my name is Sarah Jane Chapman. I am a yoga therapist, tarot reader, astrologer, and I co-created this deck, Be With Your Body Tarot. This is a therapeutic tarot deck here to help you find peace with your body just as you are. Today's yoga practice is going to center around the tarot card, the Magician. The Magician is a reminder that we have so much magic and goodness and gifts inside of us, but sometimes we forget. So this practice hopefully will help you to reconnect with yourselves and remind you of your gifts. All you'll need is either a bolster, a blanket, something to sit on, and a yoga block. That's it. You're going to start seated on your bolster, blanket, or pillow, whatever you are sitting on. And I always love to remind people how to sit. I know you're an adult and you know how to sit, but the tilt of your pelvis does make a really big difference because sometimes we'll sit down and we kind of like crunch in on ourselves. I want you to lean forward, kind of stick your hips back a little bit, and then sit down. And that will hopefully open up your chest a little bit more and give you a little bit more space to breathe. Shoulders down your back, and then rest your hands on your abdomen, but have your shoulders and arms, the rest of your arms, be nice and relaxed. Start to take some deep breaths in and out of the nose, or in through your nose and out of your mouth. And as you inhale, feel your abdomen expand. And as you exhale, feel your abdomen move back towards your spine. Inhale, feel your abdomen expand. Exhale, feel your abdomen move back towards your spine. You might see my dog Duke join us with some of these yoga classes. So a lot of us have been trained, consciously or subconsciously, to pull our abdomen in at all times. This is usually in an attempt to make our body, specifically our abdomen, a little bit smaller. So hopefully you can take this opportunity, with every time you inhale, really feel your abdomen expand, even if that feels something like unnatural, like you don't normally do it. And then as you exhale again, you can pull the abdomen back in towards your spine. And this part of our body, energetically, it's our solar plexus, which is our power center. When we constantly engage in this part, it is signaling to your body that you always want them to be a little bit smaller. And so by actively opening up through this place, slowly you are increasing your power, increasing your confidence, and practicing taking up space. Next time you inhale, take your hands away from your abdomen. So you can keep your elbows bent, but the arms come out, and then you can feel your chest open through this space. And then as you exhale, take your hands back to your abdomen. Inhale, take the arms out. Feel the front of your body open. Exhale, back to the center. Let's just do 3 more rounds like this. Maybe you can even pause at the top of that inhale, holding your breath just for a moment. What does it feel like to be full? And then exhale, maybe holding at the bottom of that exhale. What does it feel like to be empty? And then just 2 more like this. One more. Good. And then we're going to find our way to tabletop position, hands and knees. So you can move your bolster, blanket, pillow out of the way for now. We'll be using it again in the near future. So tabletop position, hands and knees. First, just kind of find, you might hear my hips cracking. First, we're just going to find some little circles here, creating some space, opening up. And then as you inhale, lift your heart and your tailbone. As you exhale, send your hips towards your heels, stretch the arms forward into child's pose. Inhale, coming into cow pose, glide the hands in, lift the heart and the tailbone. Exhale, keep your spine as it is, and that's what sends you back to child's pose. So we're not doing a cat pose, we're doing cow and child's pose. We're going to do this 3 more times. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's. Inhale, come back to cow pose. And this time as you exhale, we're going to go into downward facing dog. So take some time here to settle into your dog. Maybe you pedal the feet out. Back of your legs might feel a little bit tight from sitting for a little bit of time. So just creating some prana, blood flow, energy into those areas. And then maybe bring your right leg up towards the ceiling. Maybe move it around a little bit. And then switching sides. Maybe bring your left leg up a little bit. And then walk your feet up towards your hands. Top of the mat. So you want to keep some space between our feet so that we have a nice, firm, steady foundation. Knees slightly bent. Let the upper body relax over the lower body. As you inhale, bring your arms up by your ears. Come all the way up to stand. Exhale, folding back in. Inhale, arms by the ears. Come all the way up to stand. Exhale, folding back in. All the way back in. Inhale, coming all the way up. Pause at the top of the breath. Exhale, folding back in. And then just one more like this. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, folding all the way back down. Good. Inhale, lift halfway here. So we're going to lengthen the spine, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, folding back in. Step your left foot back. And again, we want some width here between the legs. We're going to come up into warrior one in a second. And so left toes are pointing at like a 45-degree angle. Maybe even wiggle walk your right foot a little bit to the right. Grab your block and place it to the inside of the right leg. Inhale, we're going to come up, warrior one. Good. So your hips are squared to that front shorter edge of the mat. Shoulders down the back, lifting up through the heart. Let this be a little bit of a heart opener. And then as you exhale, hands to the heart center, straightening the right leg. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, bring your hands onto your abdomen, straightening the right leg. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands onto your head, straightening the right leg. Inhale, warrior one. And then exhale, we're going to fold in. Maybe your right hand can touch your right foot. Left hand can touch the block. You have the block here if you need it for both hands. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to your abdomen. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to your head. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, fold back in. So we're going to repeat this 2 more times. Heart, abdomen, head, floor. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, hands to abdomen. Inhale. Exhale, hands to head. Inhale. Exhale, folding in. One more like this. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to abdomen. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to head. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, folding in. Good. So this time we're going to stay folded in. You can take your block to the side, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come back into cow pose. Lower the knees, lift the heart and the tailbone. Exhale, tuck your toes under and lift the hips back up high, downward facing dog. I'm going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, cow. Exhale, dog. Leading from the tail. And then just one more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. And then again, walk your feet up towards your hands. Keep your feet nice and wide. You've got lots of space for your abdomen, for you to breathe. 3 deep breaths. For 2. And then as you inhale, glide your fingertips up the tops of your feet, up the tops of your legs, and then reach the arms out and up. Exhale, take the hands back out and down, hands back onto the legs, back towards the feet. So your inhale, glide your hands up the top of your feet, up the top of your legs, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, arms out and down. Land them on the knees, the shins, and the feet. And then just one more like that. Inhale, glide your hands up your legs, and then reach the arms out. And then exhale, bring the arms back down, come all the way down. Good. And then you're going to step your right foot back this time. Right foot comes into a 45-degree angle. We're bending the left knee. Maybe take your block to the inside of your left foot. Inhale, coming up, warrior one, other side. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, straighten your leg. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to abdomen. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to head. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, folding back in. So we're going to repeat this a couple times. I'll guide you through twice more and then do 2 on your own. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to your abdomen. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands onto your head. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, folding in. I'm going to guide you through once more. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands onto your heart. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands onto your abdomen. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands onto your head. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, folding back in. So you're going to do 2 more rounds like this on your own. If it feels comfortable and safe, you can close your eyes, bringing your attention inside of your own body. And each of these different places in our body holds a different type of energy. Our head is our perception and our thoughts. Our heart is our emotions. Our abdomen is our drive, last round. And our feet is our security, how we feel safe and supported. Last round, head and then feet. Great. Take your block over to the side. We're going to step back, downward facing dog. Just 2 rounds of cow, dog. Inhale, lower the knees, lift the heart and the tailbone. Exhale, downward facing dog, leading from the tailbone. Inhale, cow pose, knees down, heart lifts. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then lower the knees to the ground. We're going to come back into a comfortable seat. So again, I'm going to have you grab your pillow, bolster, blanket, or you can also sit on your block. And notice which foot is always in front and switch it to the other foot. This is a fun thing I do actually with when I teach teens and preteens, is we come into, this is called Sukhasana, or easy seat, and then I have them switch their legs, because it's interesting to notice our habits and then how we can adjust those habits, or just like what it feels like to do something a little bit different. So pulling back in the Magician and the wisdom of this card incorporates 4 different symbols of 4 different elements, or 4 symbols of 4 different elements. And we incorporated this into this person's hair. Traditionally, it's like lying on the table in front of the Magician. And so we have the mushroom, which represents an earth quality, feeling supported, root chakra. We have this is like a coral, like a water plant, representing our creativity and intimacy. We have an air plant representing our mind and our perception and our words. And then we have an herb, which represents fire, spice, and that is like our power center. So we're going to do a meditation on this card. So arms can rest by your side. You can flip the palms up towards the ceiling. Having that slight shift, we call it supinating the palms, can start to open up the chest, even in a subtle way, allowing us to be a little bit more receptive. So if it feels comfortable and safe, you can close your eyes and start to take some deep breaths in and out of the nose, or in through your nose and out of your mouth. And again, relax your abdomen on the inhale. Almost extend it as though you were creating space for something, or allowing space for something. And then next time you inhale, bring the arms out. And then as you exhale, land your hands on the top of your head. As you do this, bring to mind one of your gifts around your thoughts, your words, and your perception. Stay here for a moment, acknowledging those gifts. And then inhale, bring the arms outward. Exhale, bring your hands onto your heart center. And acknowledge the gifts of your emotions and your creativity. First things that come to mind are just fine. Spend a couple breaths acknowledging those gifts. And then inhale, bring the arms outward. Exhale, bring your hands onto your abdomen. And acknowledge the gifts of your power, of your drive. First things that come to mind are just fine. And then spend a few moments really just acknowledging those gifts. And then inhale, bring the arms outward. Exhale, let your hands land on your legs. Acknowledging your gifts around security, support, groundedness, what you receive and what you give. First things that come to mind are just fine. And then spend the next few breaths guiding your attention up and down your body, integrating and acknowledging all of these wonderful qualities that you have. Allowing the abdomen to expand, stoking the fire and the heat and the energy to make those gifts even more powerful. And then we're going to finish by giving ourselves a big hug. So inhale, extend the arms out to the side. Maybe flip the palms up towards the ceiling so you feel nice and open in your chest. Exhale, wrap your hands around yourself. Stay for a breath. Inhale, extend the arms outward. Exhale, wrap. Stay for a breath. Thank you so much for being present with yourself and taking the time to listen to your own intuition. I hope you have a wonderful day.